I'm going to try to get this on video so you can see the phases of the yo-yo game. So I'm here doing the white glove test. No, that was just a joke. Okay, so he's paying attention to the door that's blowing open right now. This is 0. Actually, this is a friendly game. So I want him to back up. So in my mind, I think back up. So I am going to bring my life up, look at him, think about what I want, which is the backup. Then I'm going to reach out, which means I'm ready to do this. Then I'm going to wiggle my finger, which, as you can see, that right there wiggles his buckle. He knows what I want. And that was a phase 1. Ideally, it would be a 0, that I don't even have to wiggle my finger. I can bring up my life, my energy, look at him, think back up, and he would back up. But I'll reinforce that. I'm really close for the video. So here's the phase 1, phase 2, and he moved. And I released. It's like saying good boy. So again, I want him to back up. What do? Bring up my life. That's a 0. That's my goal. I want him to back up when I bring up my energy. But we're going to go through the phases. The belly of the rope is on the ground. My energy is still up. I'm looking where I want him to go. Straight arm. And he almost did it right there. So, and he did. Awesome. So the release is the good boy. He thinks, I just made that lady take her finger out of my face. So we'll try that again. What's the first thing that I do? Bring up my life. Look in the direction I want him to go. He's half asleep, but he has to listen to me. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. And he backed up. And my goal is to tell him, I'm going to make you back up regardless of what it takes. And 4 is whatever it takes. So one more time, I hope you're in the camera. I'm thinking back up. I'm giving you the directions, back up. I suggest you back up. If you don't back up, I'm going to ground you for the rest of your life. Ooh, that one walked away. Now look at his hiney. I'm not touching anything. I'm going to do the yo-yo game and hopefully draw them both in. No strings attached, but I pretend like I have my rope. That's Snickers over there. I don't know if you can see him. He's standing on his rope, so that would be really interesting. And I want to draw him in, and it's this. So I'll do it with Tucker. So I'm going to act like I'm drawing him in. That's almost air. The phases of that would be fingers that open quickly. That's not true, it's the opposite. Fingers close slowly, open quickly. So I start to draw him in. If he doesn't come, I draw tight, I pull. Phase 4 is whatever it takes to get you to come to me. And then again, the backup. I bring up my life. He's right in my personal space. If I had a hula hoop, he'd almost be in it. So I don't even have room for a straight arm, but I'll wiggle 1, and he just moved his, in my mind I could see he was about to move. So that was at phase 1. That I barely even wiggled, which is wonderful. And he's really distracted with something over in the barn. I have to be careful when I do that, because we would think that's the send game. But the send game actually is when I turn my body and my energy looks that direction, and then I'm going to follow up if you don't go. That was a great example of you have to make sure your horse is not anticipating before you think it. Now I'm going to send him towards the camera, so I'll hold the lead line in the direction I want him to go. I turn and look in the direction, and I'm saying, I suggest, I'm asking you, I'm telling you, I promise you want to go in that direction. Okay? So let's see if Snickers will come to me. in a yo-yo game, that's not enough, so I'll go to my backup, which is on a lead line, if you won't do it at liberty, which means without a lead. So I smile, I think I want you to come to me. And there he is. And that was pretty much air. We say air, hair, skin, muscle, bone. That's just an example of 4 phases. So now both of them, and what's interesting is my right arm is stronger than my left, and he needs less pressure than this one, but I'll try it. So my thought is to back up. He's about to bite Snickers' halter, which is pretty funny. So here we go. So right now I'm relaxed, my leg is cocked, I'm in my pajamas. The beauty of having your own horse. I need to remember that. So here we go. I bring up my life, I'm thinking back up. Now I'm going to communicate that to you. I even have some ears back. Tucker went first. Awesome. So I'm going to reward Tucker. See, the belly of the rope is relaxed. That means there's slack. One day we won't even have the rope. And we'll do this. Now Tucker's ready to walk away, but Snickers did take a step back. So I'm going to grab the lead line. I'm going to lure him to me. He's not looking at me. But this is the yo-yo game. This is the draw. Okay. So we have both of them. I need them to get out of my personal space. That's the goal here, safety. Snickers is going to show me what he knows. He's like, Mommy, but you love it when I park. Well, I do, so I'm going to cause his idea to be my idea and say, oh, yes, I wanted you to park. Good boy. Oh, and I just shocked him. Wow, that was phase 4. I'm sorry. I have electricity. And I was doing the white glove test. No, I'm kidding. I was putting detangler in their mane. Okay, so let's do this one more time. I hope you can see belly of the rope is down. My energy is down. My thought is I need my horse to back up. So I bring up my energy. Tucker's ready to move anyway. I have a straight arm. I wiggle. Here's 1. There goes Snickers. I gave Tucker the benefit of the doubt before I went to phase 2, 3, or 4. And I relaxed. Okay, the reason the belly of the rope is on the ground is one day you won't have the rope. They are still going to know the same cue to back up because I will get to phase 4. Okay? I hope that videoed. Come here, you handsome babies. And then that's me just being, this is what I'm thinking, but I really need to go through the, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready? So here's 1, 2, 3, 4. But I did that really gently because we don't need to be so strong. We don't want to undo what we've already done. Here's rhythmic pressure to back up. I had to bring my life up a little more, otherwise he just thinks I'm doing the friendly game. Because I don't want him to move every time I wiggle the rope. But when I bring my life up and wiggle the rope, then I want him to move. Okay, think of your prized possession in this personal space. Whether it's your puppy or Jordan, it could be your pancakes. And look how low his head is. I hope you can see that. That's a really good thing. And I'm going to stop this.